Andrew left his A7S III with the 35mm f1.4 G Master lens here, so here I am playing with his camera. I'm so excited to share with you that I'm going to have my first maternity shoot with my friend's sister Kathy in San Francisco tomorrow morning. It's very exciting because we're going to be shooting in a rental space called Mission Loft in San Francisco. It's the first time that I'll be shooting in a rental space, so it's all very new and we've never seen the space before, so all I know about the space is through the photos they posted online. The rental is basically like an Airbnb. It has a bathroom, it has 2 bedrooms, and a beautiful kitchen and dining room. So it's like a fully functioning apartment. The space looks modern and clean with tons of natural lighting. I think it's going to look great in photos. I'm a little nervous because we only have 2 hours to complete the shoot. I'm not sure how the weather is going to be like tomorrow, so I'm really hoping we'll get tons of natural lighting. On top of that, the last time I went to SF, my car did get broken into, so I'm a little nervous about going again. Since it's my first maternity shoot, I did a ton of research to prepare for the shoot, and one of the videos recommended creating a shot list prior to the shoot. I thought that was a brilliant idea, and once I started preparing for mine, it really helped me organize my ideas and organize the shoot. I feel much more confident going in tomorrow morning. At least I'll have a list of shots that I know I need to get in order to make sure that we use the 2 hours wisely. The theme for this shoot is going to be light and neutral. Kathy prefers the everyday look in comparison to a more dramatic type of maternity shoot, so it will be perfect for the space, so I'm very excited to see how that will turn out. I am just hoping that we'll get a lot of natural lighting tomorrow. As for the gear, I'll be bringing the usuals. I'm bringing the Canon R6 with the 35mm f1.8 and the 50mm 1.8. I don't think I'll be using the 24 to 70mm, but I'll be bringing that as well. Andrew's going to be there to assist, so he's gonna bring the Sony A7S III, his 35mm f1.4, so he'll probably get some nice b-rolls and maybe some behind the scenes shots. The majority of the shoot will be with Kathy, but her husband and her baby boy will also be joining. It's one day before the shoot. I just have to clean up the memory cards and make sure my cameras are all set up and make sure my gears are ready to go. That's it for this update. I will see you guys again when we're ready to go tomorrow. I was very nervous going into the shoot, but luckily the sun really helped me that day. Mission Loft looked exactly like it did in pictures. A lot of windows for natural light and neutral color furnitures that look great in pictures.
The lighting is so nice in here. They have really big, nice windows, so it's perfect for us. This side and the other side where they're starting. I'm the backup videographer for today. I have to get in there and start filming.
I started the shoot in the master bedroom because it had a large window and drapes that I wanted to utilize. The biggest challenge shooting in an apartment in SF is the lack of space. My lens options of the day were the 35mm f1.8, 50mm f1.8, and the 24 to 105mm f4. I really didn't want to use the 24mm at f4, so my only option was really the 35mm. I ended up using that lens for the entire shoot. The hardest part about this shoot for me was posing my subjects. I did a ton of research and saved a lot of examples, but it was still hard to translate them in practice. Posing is such a crucial part of being a portrait photographer. It's definitely something that I need more practice and experience in. Having some prompts ready for my subjects would probably help them feel more comfortable on set. I was lucky Kathy and her husband had experience shooting a maternity shoot already, so we still got some great photos. Overall, I'm so grateful for this experience and I had a lot of fun. It was a great practice and I'm pretty proud of what we captured that day. I do wish I had other lens options, but honestly, the 35mm really performed that day.
How do you think you did
Um,
on your maternity shoot?
It was quite challenging, but I know I got some good shots and learned a lot. Some limitations, but all I was worried about was the lightings, and we did get natural lighting, so that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That place had really good lighting.
Yeah, it's just first time, so still very challenging. But Kathy was a good model. One of the important things as a photographer is to be good at directing people, including kids, if you want to shoot family portraits and stuff.
Yeah.
So definitely a lot to learn on that end.
Yeah.
I do not know how to talk to kids. Zero idea. I have no interaction with kids.
You have to be firm. Or
But then
yeah.
I think you have to have a connection first and then they will listen to you.
Right.
Or like something they find, just like tricks. I'm sure we can find YouTube videos online, be like how to get kids' attention.
Yeah.
But it's just that there's no connection, so he probably won't really listen to me too. Yeah.
He was really young too.
Yeah, but
It's fun though.
Yeah. I don't know if I used the set nicely, so that was another thing. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I had to look at my pictures to really think about what I can do better next time. But it's just some parts I would think that it should look better because the set looks pretty, but I feel like my pictures weren't as good looking, but I'm not sure why. Yeah, that's a really shitty feeling. Like, you think everything looks good in person, but you can't capture it.
I'm pretty sure you did fine. You look like you were really into it. I have a lot of behind the scenes to prove. You're like all over the place, getting all the angles.
Cause there's some of the time I'm just like, God, why does it look like this? So I'm trying to like switch it up to see if I can get a better shot. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe it's just in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the space was so tight. Yeah, that's definitely a challenge. But thank you, 35mm.
Yes, indeed.
I do wish I had time to try out with the Sony too. But it's 35 too. But maybe the pictures would look better. Or I'll be happier about them. But it was helpful to have Judy there. It was so helpful.
Yeah, to take care of the kid too. Take care of Liam, the baby. The big guy.
I guess he has to know, I don't know, you have to give him something to play with. So what would that be for a 2-year-old, like 1-year-old, 2-year-old? That's
well,
not
it's like
phone,
even if he had cups and stuff, he seemed pretty engaged with the cups. He was like pouring himself a drink and
so he had to play. So
cheering.
He has to play.
Yeah.
It's same thing as shooting. I think that was one thing I would want to work on. There's this app for photographers. In the app, they give you prompts to tell the people you're shooting. So you could be like, now look at each other and pretend or think about a memory that you guys shared. And then so they would like have more emotions and stuff. So those things, but the app is not free. That's why I don't have it. But I think that would be super helpful, especially as a new photographer, because I wasn't sure what to tell them. It was just like, oh, look at each other. But I know they would feel so much more comfortable if they're doing something.
Right. They have something to focus on.
Right.
Instead of just like staring
Right.
at each other.
But yeah, and then I didn't know what to tell them.
Yeah.
I had to rely on themselves, like figure something out to make it look better. But
it's like they knew, but yeah,
because they weren't sure either. Right?
They weren't sure either. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you just get the idea, and then you can come up with it yourself. It's like you just basically the idea is you want them to think about happy thoughts, so you can just think of your first date, or think of your first kiss, or think of memories you shared together. Just
or something goofy.
Think of the feeling when you first had a Liam, or something, when you first had your first baby.
That's a good one.
Stone mill matcha, shoot, and then for Funston. Not a bad work day.